Today, I am finally going to be reacting to Ethel Cain and her new album, Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. I am super excited for this and I cannot believe it is taking me this long, but the time is now and I am so excited to get into it. It came out in 2025. What month did it come out? In August. Okay, you know what? I'm not even that late. Like, what, 5-6 months? It's not that bad. I am so excited. Wait, August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah. So, sorry, I did not need to do that. Anyway, I'm very excited for it. I know it follows another storyline. Yes, if you've seen my Preacher's Daughter reaction, then hello again. I am super excited to get into this one. If you haven't, then definitely go check it out. It's a great one, actually. It was such an amazing moment reacting to that album. And yeah, and fantastically, I got to go see her live when she did all those... she did the Preacher's Daughter tour. Yeah, was it called Freezer Bride tour? I can't remember. But I was actually at the show with her mum. So, as in I went there with her mum, if you know what I mean, and we hung out. It was absolutely fantastic. I can't believe that happened. I still can't believe that happened, but it happened and it was wonderful. Okay, so this is a prequel to Preacher's Daughter, Landon says here. Yeah. Okay, so this is before Preacher's Daughter. Ooh, yes, I think I did know that when I heard the song Nettles. So I have heard the song Nettles. I think you can check me checking that one out in my last song request video. I did a mixtape song request video. It's on the channel, it's on YouTube. If you'd like to see this video completely uncut, number one, I just mentioned doing it live. If you catch me doing these videos live, then you get to see the whole thing uncut for free. But if you are not able to go to the lives, understandable, obviously, but you can become a Patreon at the lowest tier and you get to see all the videos uncut. You get to see exclusive content. I do a lot of music video reactions over there. Yeah, it's just the place to be, really. Yeah, if you do want to catch one live, do follow me on Twitch. All the links will be in the description below. Same as TikTok, Instagram. Instagram, you'll get tons of updates, tons of personal life stuff, selfies, videos. TikTok, you'll get a ton of videos, even very small clips of my reactions as well, little bite-sized ones, which actually do pretty well. Yeah, honestly, all the social medias are pretty important. So if you want to see more of me, then yeah, that's where you go. To the description below, all the links are there, baby. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this bad boy. I feel awkward being yeah, I went to the concert with her mum, yeah. Because it feels so corny saying that, because actually I still talk to her mum now and then, because we get along really well, and we both can relate on chronic pain stuff, which is quite amazing, really, and nice to be able to talk to someone that understands. I need to try and zen myself a little bit, because I get too I don't know what's the word, I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm a bit static energy. I need to just get into my mode that I do when I react and really sink into myself. Come on, everyone, let's goose frabber. Goose frabber. Yeah, baby. Okay. Sorry. Okay. You know most of the lore of this album for once, which is a great thing, because I'm going to be needing to know little bits here and there. I will be doing my own little bits in editing too, but it's nice to be able to have the chat here for this sort of thing, just to be oh, what do you guys know? Let me know. Okay. Right. First song is called... Okay, calm down. First song is called Janie. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just very excited to react to this. So I'm being buzzed about it, but I need to actually get it done. You've never even listened to Ethel Cain, so you're intrigued. Oh, I think you're going to be in for a journey. I mean, I don't even know what this one sounds like, but Ethel Cain in general. Okay, first song is Janie. Let's go. I'm very excited. I just need to calm down. I need to get into it.
Hold me, smell of mildew. I wanna die, easy to hate, easy to blame. Come on, hurt me.
Oh, I love that.
Open,
Her vocals are, so like
undeserving.
grungy.
Please don't leave me. I'll always need more.
The vocal layering.
She was my girl first. I can see the end and beginning of everything. You don't want me. I will always love you.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you what I visualise.
Low stakes, low fate. I will wait. You keep changing and turn the page to find it blank, except for my last name. But
She was my sister first. Damn. Oh, damn. It's funny, isn't it, to feel like the beginning of an album is like an ending. But I wanted to actually say like what I was visualizing before I even go into like lyrics or anything like that. I don't know why, but I could see like, I don't even know what type of building it would be, but it was very wooden. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie The Craft, but the house that like the main character moves into, it's like has really tall ceilings. It's like the wooden banister, big oak like wooden door, big wooden archways. I don't know what these types of houses are, but they're very wooden, big and American, but old America, and then usually out in like a wooded area, you know. Oh, I'd really love to know what they're called or like where they are even. I just picture it really like clearly in my head, but I could see like Ethel like, and it's sort of like, it's like the 90s, but actually in my head it was the 70s. It was the 70s in my head. And she was like going down the banister, like running down the steps, her hair sort of flowing. She's wearing like a stripy like crop top with flared jeans. So random. And like the door was wide open and she's looking out the door and it's almost like, and you can see like the wooded area through the door, and she's sort of like, it's almost like someone has just left, like literally has just left through that door, and she's looking with a sort of sadness in her, and then she's just holding onto the banister like singing this song almost like to the person that's just left, but it's like a ghost out the door singing it behind them. I thought that was really interesting why I got that, and then sort of hanging around on the steps a little bit, lying on the wooden floor with that door always wide open, and it's almost like this sort of sadness. They're gone and she's solemn. Yeah, melancholy sort of feel there, but very beautiful tune. Yeah, so I really want to look into lyrics. Obviously I might not like look into every detail, but I want to look at some of it and see what I get. It sounded like someone had taken away someone that she loved, though, being like, you know, I loved her first. For me it's hard to like register right away lyrics, especially when I've been so excited and I'm like, trying to listen to it all. But anyway, hold me, smell of mildew, I want to die in this room, I still shake just by nature, easy to hate, easy to blame, Shoot me down. Come on, hurt me. I'm wide open and deserving. Oh. Okay. Does not sound nice, does it? Please don't leave me. I always need more. Please leave open your most quiet door. Maybe that is why I'm seeing an open door, obviously. I know she's your girl now, but she was my girl first. She was my girl first. Oh yeah, this really is kind of cryptic in the sense that you can tell there's story behind it, context. It feels like it's almost like she feels like she's done something wrong, and she's feeling ashamed, but she also wants to be held and told that it's all okay, and she's like a mix of emotions of she's done something wrong but also wants to be loved and cared for. I'm not sure. And he's also begging, don't leave me, as well. I'll always need more. Interesting. I could see the end in the beginning of everything. Interesting how I said, oh wow, that song felt like an end even though it's the beginning. So that was very intentional, I guess. But yeah, I could see the end in the beginning of everything is already one of those lines that are relatable, but also really sad. And in it, you don't want me, but I still play pretend like I won't watch you leaving. I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always. Oh, still play pretend I won't watch you leaving. In that relationship, whatever, she will be happy and enjoy the moment. And yeah, not even mention the fact that she knows she's going to be left one day. It's not looking good, but did it ever? Low stakes, low faith. But I will wait, I will wait, I will wait. Maybe saying I'm not sure exactly, it's not looking good, but did it ever? Maybe saying the end is near and it's not looking good, the trajectory of our relationship, but I will wait. I wonder what she'll wait for. You'll keep changing. I will stay the same and turn the page to find it blank, except for my last name. I know you love her, but she was my sister first. God, there's so much lore. Someone's got to tell me some of it. Okay. Okay, I also think it's interesting how the album is Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You, and she's saying I'll always love you to Janie in the song. Yes, that's what I was thinking too. It felt very much more that she was talking to Janie, who is her sister, I'm imagining. Or did she just say sister as in friend? I'm not sure. Okay. It's named after the character Ethel Cain's only true best friend, Janie, and dealing with the shift in their friendship after Janie gets a boyfriend, leaving Ethel with feelings of both exclusion and a yearning to be back with her. Okay, that's super interesting and really sad. A friendship falling apart is just as painful as when you get broken up with in a relationship. I find it's different, but sometimes more painful, depending on how it happened, of course. But losing a friend to a boyfriend, it's nothing like it. Nothing like it, because it's just so hang on a minute. What do you mean they're more important than me now? What was our friendship then? Just a placeholder or something. It just feels rubbish. And then you start looking at them differently. The person that, your friend, you're like, is that really what you just cared about friendship when you were single? That's it. And now you're all about them. That's so weak. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I don't like that. So Landon says, from what I've read, this song is about the summer where her friend Janie got a boyfriend and she's scared that marks the end of that relationship. Yes. I think it's a great introduction to the kind of state of mind the character's in before she meets Willoughby. Okay, yeah. Almost like he overtakes Janie as the source of love that Ethel needs. Ooh, okay. So she's begging him not to take her. Oh my God, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Okay, cool. So Willoughby, I don't quite know who Willoughby is yet. So is Willoughby's not Janie's boyfriend. Sorry, I'm sorry if I sound really stupid, but I don't know anything. I don't. Willoughby is a future character that Ethel sort of transfers her love for her best friend onto him because she now feels lonely and unloved and vulnerable. So now she finds this guy, and like all of that, like it's almost like desperation and like lack of love has been transferred onto him. Let me know. I thought, okay, I actually personally thought, is Willoughby the guy in House in Nebraska, because wouldn't that make sense? I know I haven't even listened to the album yet, but I'm thinking it's got to be Willoughby. I also feel like I heard this before, like years ago when like Hayden was talking about Willoughby Tucker. I swear that was the case, right? Me, I'm like, I don't know. I try and not keep up with this because I want to be sort of open to it once it comes, and like now that is the time that I'm actually listening. So yeah. But anyway, should we move on for now? Because I want to keep going. Oh, that's so loud. Thank you so much for the follow. It scared the absolute crap out of me. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, though. That is very kind of you, Duarte Pieria. Oh my God, Pieria. Pierre. Pereira. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm so sorry, but thank you. Thank you for the follow. I don't think Willoughby and Janie have any connection together. Okay, pretty sure isn't the boyfriend she's referring to. No, didn't think so. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I really tried and it was just so silly. I shouldn't have even bothered. Right, okay. Let's move on. Next one. Willoughby's theme. Okay. 4 minutes 44 seconds. Actually doesn't have as many listens as some of the other songs. Is it... Okay, let's just listen. I'm like, is it an actual song? Let's just listen. Because it says theme. I thought, is it just an instrumental? Oh, I think it actually is just an instrumental. I think. Hang on, I need to check. Yes, it is. Wow, I love like the upfront keys, but then you've got those really distant keys as well. Gives it so much atmosphere. Wow. Ooh. It feels so long, like a really long sort of like, maybe like a hall. Oh, what's this? Bit dangerous. It almost feels like the first bit was just where she was at, like this sort of like somber melancholy, like time has passed, her theme, and then this is like Willoughby coming into her life. Could be wrong though. Almost sounds like a siren. It definitely feels dangerous. Or at least intense. Wow. Oof, it keeps getting like more and more like strong. Oh, that's almost as if he's walked by, you know? I just want to like explain what I see before I look into it, of course, as I do. I very much saw like Ethel in her space of losing her friend Janie to a boyfriend that Janie has got, and feeling alone at home, and like I said, the door was open and she's just feeling very melancholy, and like the days feel long. She's going through life feeling very sad and somber. And then one day she's walking through the street or wherever she may be, and then she sees this guy, Willoughby Tucker. And then he is just walking towards her, and she looks at him, and it's almost like a feeling she gets by looking at him, and it's very intense, and like it's like, and then like that intense sound is very much his like essence. And I don't mean it to be like toxic or evil at all or anything like that, but just like a strong essence that he's going to mean something in her life. And the feeling grows and grows as like he comes closer towards her, and then as it fades at the end, it's like him walking past. That's just how I saw it. I also thought of like what the sounds were sounding like, and I said it had a sense of danger, intensity, but these are all things that you can feel anyway when you like find yourself having a crush on someone or anything like that. And obviously she's not got a crush immediately, I'm not even saying that, but you can have like an intense worry or anxiety and so on if you feel like you're falling in love with someone or even getting a crush on someone. But also it made me think of him in general. Maybe he is someone that maybe invites danger or whatever, I don't know. But then the keys, that the bum bum bum, having like a very strong foundation throughout, gave it a very grounded feeling too. Even though it was intense, it felt like strong and masculine and almost sturdy. Because it was the one thing like holding it like a foundation throughout. So there also is maybe part of them that isn't dangerous and actually quite sturdy and like, or maybe even stubborn. Sorry, I'm going too into it here really, and it might not mean what I'm saying. Probably means fuck all to the story. I'm getting carried away and I'm getting imaginative, all right? But yeah, let's see what is said here. Okay, first I'm going to read the chat. ProLeg21 said, the way I interpret this instrumental is like Ethel is stuck in the mundanity and depression of everyday life until she sees Willoughby and literal alarm bells start ringing through her head. I said I felt like I could hear like a siren, and also the dun, 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 those high keys, that's very much like alarm bells as well. Like that crushing feeling of seeing someone you really fancy. Okay, Landon said, honestly, Ethel is the only artist whose only instrumental songs really stick with me. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. And oh my God, yes, twinning. Oh my God, it's nothing better than being like, okay, I didn't screw it up. Because you never know. Sometimes I will always go for it. Even if it's not right, I'll go for it and just see if it sticks. You know what I mean? But when it is like, no, I really see what you're saying, it's like, oh, it feels like gold, doesn't it? Makes you feel great. Is there anything written about it here? Sorry, I'm all stuffy. Okay. I wanted to try and sonically capture the nauseating, dizzying fear and rush of falling in love and realizing that no matter what happens inside it, you'll be fundamentally changed by it in the end. That still rings true to me now. Oh my gosh, she actually portrayed that so well. You know, it's not a coincidence that like a keen ear can pick up on something like that when it's displayed in that way. You know, she's actually conveyed the message very, very, very well. And yeah, it feels cinematic. Yay! Oh, that's so cool. Wait, so Willoughby's theme is her fave song from the album, and that's what sparked her wanting to make Perverts. And by the way, if any of you, I don't know if you don't know, but I have reacted to the whole of Perverts on Patreon. ProLag, I'm very sure you know that. But for anyone who doesn't know that, it's on Patreon. I didn't put it on YouTube just because it was the timing wasn't right for me, and also I don't know, it just felt like a Patreon one. Like, not that I didn't like the album, but it just felt it's very like intimate one. I don't know how to explain it. It's very intimate. I can't believe how stuffy I am. Maybe some water would help, not Coca-Cola. All right, I want to keep going now because the next song is called I don't know why I'm scared to say it. I'm like, it's cool. It's called Fuck Me Eyes. You wanna fuck me right now? Okay, let's do it. F me eyes. Okay, wasn't expecting this little vibe.
She really gets around town in her own Cadillac, in her mom's jeans that she cut to really show off her ass, and her high heels on. She's got her hair up to God. She's gonna get what she wants. Her nails.
The harmonies.
She bets her fuck me eyes.
Okay. I love this sound. The 80s vibe.
She looks just like her mama before the drugs.
Always has a bit of like a law drop, super storytelling moment. Sorry, the whole thing is a storytelling moment, but you know when like she looks just like her mama before the drugs, it adds like this real deep, like you just see it very deeply, don't you? Just in like one sentence.
She just laughs and says, I know. She really took me well. She's no good at raising children, but she's good at raising hell. The boys can't get enough of her and her honey. Fuck me eyes.
Oh, this is so good.
Nowhere to go, she's just along for the ride. Some old man struck in a dark parking lot.
Oh yeah.
But no one ever wants to take her home.
Wow. Why is it making me think of like American Teenager, but not at the same time? Maybe like a sister song.
3 years undefeated as Miss Holiday, and posted outside the liquor store, cause she's too young to get in. What you do with all that money? Or if you're not scared of Jesus, fuck around and come find out. And when she leaves, they never see her wife and her fuck me eyes.
Damn.
She's scared of nothing but the passenger side of some old man.
Wait, is she like a lady of the night? Like a sex worker or something? Or is it more just like she's promiscuous? I was just thinking, who is she talking about? I'll never be that kind of angel. Damn, I can't wait to get into lore of this one. That was so cool, by the way. Oh, I love that feeling. It's so powerful. And I actually listened to Preacher's Daughter earlier when I was doing my makeup, because I was like, oh, you know, may as well. Well, because I'm going to be listening to Ethel later. And I was just listening to, you know, The Thoroughfare. And that feeling, and I remember listening to Thoroughfare again earlier and just feeling like, wow, it's actually incredible. It's just so powerful and so like, oh, you know, and I feel like that song, it was like, oh my gosh, yes, it's like she's got a song a bit like that here. And obviously there's loads, like Family Tree felt like that too, Gibson Girl as well. But, you know, this had its own, it didn't feel exactly like it did on Preacher's Daughter. This was its own thing. It felt like if American Teenager was Thoroughfare. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like a hybrid of the two. I don't know. Okay, so It's Ethel talking about a girl named Holly. Okay, so she's talking about someone. Crazy. If you guys want to drop more lore, absolutely go for it, because I want to know. Yeah, it felt like when she says uh couldn't be that kind of angel, that was really interesting. Like, what does that mean? Like, I couldn't be that kind of angel. It's almost like she's saying, I don't blame her. I think she's doing what she's doing. I couldn't do that, but I don't blame her. I don't judge her or anything like that. Maybe in some ways being like, maybe I wish I could be a bit of that. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm going to look at the lyrics as well. I loved it. She really gets around town in her old Cadillac and her mum's jeans that she cut to really show off her arse. Arse. She's got her makeup done and her high heels on. She's got her hair up to God. She's going to get what she wants. Her nails are heartbreak red because she's a bad motherfucker. And all the boys are going to love her when she bats her fuck me eyes. She goes to church straight from the clubs. She says she looks, I love that. She goes to church straight from the clubs. Such a little rebel. They say she looks just like her mama before the drugs. She just laughs and says, I know, she really taught me well. She's no good at raising children, but she's good at raising hell. Oh, I love lines like that. Her daddy keeps her in a box, but it's no good. The boys can't get enough of her and her honey fuck me eyes. Okay, so it's really quite like telling the story quite obviously here, which I think that's why it reminded me of Thoroughfare as well, because it's very like, it's storytelling to the greatest, like, to the most obvious degree. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what's going on. It's literally being explained to you right there and then. It's matter of fact, but still clever, and paints. I don't know. It's just like, it's not even meant to be cryptic, and neither should it be. Nowhere to go, she's just along for the ride. She's scared of nothing but the passenger side of some old man's truck in the dark parking lot. She's just trying to feel good right now. They all want to take her out, but no one ever wants to take her home. That's super sad. It's like she isn't scared of anything, but she is scared of like weird guys, like obviously, but like aren't all women. She's just like, yeah, free. She's a free woman, but it's the sad thing is like they all want to take her out, but no one wants to take her home. It's that sort of young naiveness of, yeah, it's just sad. If I'm honest, I really relate to her when I was younger. I mean, not now, but when I was younger, like, yeah, I know what it was like to be a promiscuous woman. Promiscuous girl. 3 years undefeated as Miss Holiday Inn. That's so crazy. Posted outside the liquor store, she's just too young to get in, because she's too young to get in, but also 3 years and still too young to get in. Like, she's been at this for a while. Oh yeah, I suppose in America, you've got to be 21 to drink. I totally forgot about that. They ask her why she talks so loud, what you do with all that mouth. Boy, if you're not scared of Jesus, fuck around and come find out. She's got the radio blasting with her big white smile, pretty baby with the miles. And when she leaves, they never see her wiping her fuck me eyes. It's like, she doesn't love this, you know? She doesn't love it. She's sad. She's lonely and she feels like unloved, you know? And she's got a mouth on her and she might be a little bit like sassy to fight back, but really she's vulnerable. Nowhere to go, yeah. Home, but nobody ever wants to take her home, yep. I'll never blame her. I kind of hate her. I'll never be that kind of angel. I'll never be kind enough to me. That is where I need to know what is going on, you know? Ethel positions Holly as a specific type of girl. She is adored and unattainable, especially through Cain's eyes, who has long internalized feelings of being too much or not enough. Yeah, okay, I'll never be kind enough to me. Yeah, like it's like, yeah, she's saying she's too her self-esteem's too low to ever like adore herself even a little amount to be anything like Holly, I guess. Yeah, okay, she really gets around town. Right. All right. Okay. So it says here, Landon has said, I believe Holly is a girl around town she's jealous of, but also gets that cool, confident, sexy life she lives, also isn't as great as it seems. Yes, exactly. Definitely agree with that. It's sad and interesting to think of being the girl that isn't like Holly, right? Being the one that looks at Holly thinking, gosh, she's so confident, she gets all the boys, she gets what she wants, she's so grown for her age, she's so cool, and like she doesn't care, she's a rebel. But actually how sad it can be on the other side, like being Holly, like actually it's really lonely and scary and dangerous, and the naivety is still there, and I'm always fighting, I'm living in survival mode, I shouldn't be living this life. But I just never feel like I could live the life of what Ethel had, you know? Maybe sometimes that girl wants to be more sheltered and, like, simple, you know? Yeah, that is actually so cool. I love it. I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom and I will be back. I can't believe we're only on song 4. But it's so good. It's so good. All right, BRB. Also, I know the people at the live stream know that I've broken my foot, but I suppose people on YouTube watching the video don't know. But yes, I've broken my foot and I have to wear this crazy boot. I did do a bit of a story time explaining it. I don't know, I might actually post it to YouTube at some point. I don't know. But either way, back to the music. Thank you. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Even if you're not chatting, but you're here, really do hope you're enjoying yourselves. All right, okay. Next one. Hang on. Nettles. Okay, so I have heard Nettles, but I've not actually listened to it since listening to it the first time because I knew I'd be reacting to the album at some point, and I really, like, even if I hear it one time in, like, a song request video, yeah, you get it. Like, I just didn't want to, like, listen to it too many times because I wanted it to feel a bit more fresh again. So, yeah, let's do it. But I do have the general idea of what this one's about. Right, Nettles is the one I heard. Yeah, it is. I feel like Nettles, from what I, like, learnt about the song, is kind of like a jump in the story, right? Because isn't it like Willoughby's, like, dying or something? He's, like, in the hospital. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Let's just listen. Oh, okay, that's cool. Thank you for letting me know that one, Proleg. Yes, because I couldn't quite remember. I know I listened to it before, but that was a while ago now.
We were in a race to grow up. A piece of shrapnel flew and slowed.
Yes, of course, he wasn't actually dying, yeah.
Doctors gave you until the end of the night, but not till daylight.
I really love this one.
Time passes slow in the flicker.
Oh, it's nice to hear it again and be reminded of it and being like, oh, yeah, remembering how much I enjoyed it.
Made a fool of myself down on Tennessee Street. It wasn't pretty. They did to me what I wouldn't do to anyone.
That's so sad.
Tell me all the time not to worry.
It's like hard, like, hearing more stuff about Ethel Cain when we know her fate. You know, like, this album only makes Preacher's Daughter even more sad. Even though it was devastating anyway. I so love that gentle drum. It's come in though, isn't it? Yes! I remember that. It getting like, oh, more clear.
She to love me is to suffer me. In that old lane room, wishing I was the right
I'll go missing. The foreshadowing. Yeah, her anxiety literally became like manifestation. I love that. Tell me all the time. No, but I would definitely love to watch the Genius interview if that's what people want. Vocal being so in the distance there as well. Oh, that guitar. Oh, sorry, I just had to sink into it. It is just so gorgeous. Such a lovely rhythm to it. And like every sound, like the banjo-y sound, the violins, the guitar, just like the steady sort of like a sort of shuffle to it. Just so beautiful, and just like her thought process. I know that she talks a lot about anxiety and worry throughout it, but it sounds very relaxing. It sounds very calm, doesn't it? We printed This Is All For You on hundreds of pages for her concert in Warsaw, and everyone had it up the whole song. It was so beautiful. Oh, that is actually so cute. Oh, so cool. Right. I do remember that when I reacted to that song, I definitely feel like I spoke a lot about it. And I didn't even know the full story of anything yet, of course, but I remember speaking a lot about that one, just kind of going with it. And I know a lot of it was sort of like she very much spoke about her personality. You could very much see what her personality was like, what her worries were, and what her dreams were as well. Let me just have another little brief look at it though. Yeah, I think I already talked about it quite a bit, so I'm not going to go into this one. Also, sorry if I'm having tics. I'm getting like so much facial pain. So annoying. Right, this one's called Willoughby's Interlude. Let's go for it. Oh wait, this is 7.5 minutes. Is there not any lyrics on this one?
Tell me what, darling.
Oh, really interesting. Sorry, I don't want to ruin it by being like this. Do you mind if I be right back, just so that you don't have to just watch me being a weirdo? Oh, BRB. I'm just going to try and sort myself out for a minute. Thank you. I really wanted to do it for Ethel Cain vibes. You know? Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, BRB. Thank you so much. You're so lovely. Thanks for being so kind. I'll be right back, screen, okay? Okay, I'm back. I don't know how I'm gonna be. It's just I'm getting I'll just explain, getting some nerve pain down my jaw and my neck, and it makes me I don't know, tick and spasm and all those things. But that's okay. If that happens, know that I'm at least still listening. And, you know, I'm going to try and not pause the song or anything like that. I just want to listen to the music, you know? I don't want to let that get in the way because I'm actually really enjoying myself. And usually these little bits just come in short increments. It'll be okay. So yeah. Yeah, let's do this, baby. Let's go back to the start though. Willoughby's interlude. Oh, okay. Yes, not the most fun, are they? But yeah, let's go.
Tell me what, darling?
I love that. It's interesting. This is called Willoughby's interlude. Whether it's been called Willoughby's theme, the one before, that felt almost more obvious about what it was going to be about. But like an interlude feels, yeah, interesting. I guess what I feel about it will grow. Like a little old lady with my blanket. Ooh, yes. I probably will end up doing that, Quatchy. Knowing me, if I know something is just pure instrumental, I'm like, ooh, vocal time? Oh yes, with the flames. I made such dramatic edits back in the day. Over time, I've just always edited things a little bit differently here and there. It's interesting because it's got the bum bum bum, just like in Willoughby's theme, but it's more muted and soft. Oh my god, the weed killer reaction with those edits. They were terrifying. So intense. This is like a sort of... Okay, now it's sort of like hitting me. Like, this feels like how Willoughby's theme felt, but more elongated and drawn out. Not as fast, like Falling in Love. Feels more of like a... I don't know, it's longer. And maybe we're even hearing more detail. Wait, how long was the theme one? Yeah, Willoughby's theme was 4 minutes 44. And then Willoughby's interlude is 7:27. And they feel so similar, just like this is genuinely just like it's the same thing, just more gentle, subtle. Yeah, that is interesting. Gosh, it's making me think. Let me click on that song already. Oh, I don't know if this is a bit of a spoiler, but I'll read it anyway. It says, it's the second instrumental piece on the album, bridging Nettles, where Ethel and Willoughby's relationship is in full bloom, and Dust Bowl, where we begin to see the tensions affect their relationship. Makes sense, actually. You've always thought... Product says, I've always felt like this as an instrumental is to show... Sorry, I've said that so funny. Show a passage of time, like a paintbrush washing their time spent together into one hazy portrait. Yeah, do you know what? Definitely. Because I was saying, like, because it feels more elongated, I'm like, is this like their relationship sort of like plodding along, you know? Like the love is more... It's not like that rush anymore. It's just like love, you know? With ebbs and flows. So yeah, it does make sense. And it says that like this bit doesn't feel necessarily too dark, even though it's going to bridge into Dust Bowl, which it might be a bit more sad. We'll see. Oh, I'm really interested to see what Dust Bowl's like now then. Well, it does sound a bit sad, doesn't it? Okay, I'm so excited. Let's just keep it going right into Dust Bowl. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But also, like, scared. Oof. Okay, it sounds great already. Oh, shut up, is it called Dust Bowl? And it has a real dusty sound. Now, like, that is just pure dust. That is dust. Ah. Okay. Ooh, the bend on that. Ooh, wait. Oh, I love that. The way that's, like, string bent into that.
Natural blood stained blonde.
Oh, I like that. Blood-stained blonde.
With the holes in his sneakers. And his eyes all over me. Driving, feeling me up as a porn star does. He's watching me instead. Death pack strike me dead. All of Alabama. You walked in, you were singing. Tell me who you were.
I like that. I love that. It's like a whirring.
Pretty boy, scared of the rain, by God. Under the row of your violence, with your eyes all over me. The wind blows slowly, so I can keep you. Grew up hard,
Ooh.
fell off harder.
Wait, that's so cool. The effects.
Daddy smoked in Vietnam.
Oh, clever.
He'd be a writer if he didn't leave all his healthy. When I rode home crying, thinking of you fucking other girl. But when you said that you're in love, I wondered if you're sure.
I absolutely love the pacing of this song.
Pretty boy, consumed by death, with the holes in his sneaker,
Ooh, that harmony with it.
and his eyes all over me, over me, over me, over me,
Damn. I'm really looking forward to going to the lyrics of this one. I really liked listening to like all the instruments in that one as well. Definitely had that sort of darker feel. And I was really caught on the like the image of them being at like a outdoor cinema. Like a what they called? What are they called? Like drive through cinema. I don't know. They're like You don't really get them in England. They're very American. I always thought they were so cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that one for sure. Wow. I love the way that felt. So like, and also, yeah, her low vocals are just so good. Just, they really like, I don't know, they have such impact, so much impact, and they're so clear, as well as like grungy, and they even have like a dusty sound themselves, but they also have so much like clarity as well. It's almost like, I don't know if I've said this before, but it feels like a sheer curtain is what her voice sounds like. It's almost like a black sheer curtain though, but not always black, but it's got like a brown or bronze or black sheer curtain, but sometimes a white sheer curtain as well. So yeah, just gorgeous. Yeah, love a low drive-in theatre. Yeah, okay, cool. And low female vocals. Yeah, scratch an itch in your brain. Of course, I love him. Okay, so it said pretty boy, natural blood-stained blonde, which I love because it's almost like saying strawberry blonde, but blood-stained blonde. With the holes in his sneakers and his eyes all over me. Drive in / flick again. Feeling me up as a porn star dies. He's watching me instead. 8th grade packed. Strike me dead. But I love that. He's like, oh, this guy, you know, we're at the drive-in. He's got holes in his sneakers. You know, he's not like this rich guy or anything like that. And but he's good looking and he's handsome and he really fancies me. He's not even looking at the porn star on the screen. He's looking at me. I wonder what the 8th grade pact bit is though. Feeling as if she broke the promise of the death pact, it's an allusion to that early love and how Ethel would be willing to do anything, even sacrifice her own life to join Willoughby once more. Okay. Am I missing things here? All of Alabama laid out in front of your eyes, but all you could see was me. I really like that too, just being like, you could see everything. Like, there's everything right there, but you just want me. I mean, it's simple. You walked in, you were singing, you tried to wade in because you wanted to tell me who you were. You were kind, dying to tell me. You'll wait if I have to make sure. This is interesting. I feel like I'm missing like a lot of stuff, if you know what I mean, like a big chunk of story, but I could be wrong. Or is this like the story of how they met, in a way? I don't know. Yeah, Willoughby is carefree and enters Ethel's life with a song. Despite this, he remains cautious. Usage of the term wade in suggests that he enters or approaches something slowly as opposed to diving in. This caution is reflective of Willoughby's care towards Ethel. He intends to make sure she understands who he is and that she is sure of his affection for her. Additionally, to wade could refer to struggling against something. Oh, that's true. This is evocative of the constant tragic nature surrounding Willoughby and Ethel's circumstances. Okay, don't want to know, don't want spoilers. But yeah, so it's like, he really, really did fancy her, which is great. Pretty boy, scared of the rain, by God, tend to the row of your violets. With your eyes all over me, watching, hoping the wind blows slowly so I can keep you a moment. What on earth? Tend to your row of violets. Violets often symbolises modesty, innocence, and mourning. Tending to them suggests nurturing and caring for something fragile, emotional, or hidden. Okay. As seen in Ethel's previous track, Nettles, flower symbolism, and the duality of Willoughby tending to the violets or mourning, and Ethel wishing for gardenias, a representation of purity and admiration, paint a picture of their opposing values and needs which were ignored, ultimately leading to their downfall. Oh my God, there's so much lore that I've missed out on, but I feel like in editing it's going to get, it's going to get crazy how much more I discover, should we say. Prodag has said here, actually, the Dust Bowl metaphor is genuinely so interesting. They're these huge sand sorry, I cannot talk. There's these huge sand desertions happen in rural America in the 1920s as a result of poor agriculture management and bad weather. And she says she's afraid of the rain and to tend to his row of violets so she can hold him for a moment, i.e. she wants him to regulate his self-destruction traits better so their relationship can last. Oh, okay. So he's got self-destructive tendencies, but by the seams of it. Okay. God, I feel like I'm missing so much. Grew up hard, fell off harder, cooking our brains, smoking that shit your daddy smoked in Vietnam. You'd be a writer if he didn't leave all this hell for you. So he's got quite a lot of like trauma and like stuff to deal with, for sure. Saying if you could, you'd leave it all. I knew it was love when I rode home crying, thinking of you effing other girls. But when you said that you're in love, I never wondered if you were sure. Oh, wow. So it's like, oh, I love that. It's like, I knew I was in love with you because as soon as I started to imagine you with other girls and how jealous I got, I was like, oh, crap, I must be in love with you. But then again, when you said you're in love, I never wondered if you're sure. So I actually also don't believe that you're the type that would cheat on me. Like, I don't even believe you would do that. I knew you loved me too. Like, it was like a sure thing. Oh, that's so cute. Pretty boy consumed by death. So in a way, it's almost like he was almost fascinated with death. I think what I'm missing is that in Nettles, I'm almost sure that he talked about how he wanted to go to war. Like, his dad was in Vietnam and he wanted to follow in the footsteps of like being a soldier as well. And he's consumed by death, and she feels like, you know, there's an inevitable end to their relationship because he's going to go to war and most possibly die. Okay, I think I'm getting it now, right? I think the law is more forgiving with this one than Preacher's Daughter. Being a gay guy whose ex cheated on me with a girl, that line absolutely folded me. Oh, that's horrible. I'm like, oh, that's horrible. That's actually awful. Really, sorry, it's just even more confusing when that would happen. When it's like, you know, what? Hello? What do you mean? It's just even more confusing. Damn. Sorry to hear that. I really am. But fuck it, am I right? Okay, interesting. So, yeah, beautiful. Love it. Let's move on. We now have a song called A Knock at the Door. Let's go. Oh, like a little scrape of the guitar strings. Makes it sound really organic. As in, like, live. Whoa, the vocals. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Really different vocal style, for sure. That's really cool to play with her vocals like that, though. It just doesn't even sound like Hayden. But that's actually cool. That's what's cool about it, though. Like, being like a chameleon. Vocal chameleon. Wow. It is interesting how you can know someone through not even like their voice or breath or anything, just by the way they walk or knock. Thank you for the subscribe! Ooh. It's like we've gone under. Or almost like we're behind the door. You know? Wow, you can even hear her saying it, but it's just so like distant. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. That one was so like, you know, melancholy, but like gentle and like sweet. Very innocent, very sweet. I really need to look at the lyrics of that one. I really need to. Okay. I'm going straight to them now. Knock at the door. Satan's in the state pen. You're here with both your fists, and you're not scared of no knock on the door. Everything I've loved is straight to death. So I'm still scared of that knock on the door. So I feel like Satan's in the state pen. I'm sure this is a family member, right? Is this like Willoughby's dad or something? Like Willoughby's dad? I don't know. Why do I think that? Or maybe it's her dad. No, it's not Ethel's dad, is it? Because he was like the preacher, right? I don't know. No one should ever see their friend they've known since they were just kids foam up and bite it on the floor. Yeah, it feels like someone's dad being a horrible fucker, to be honest. You never need to call my name, though I love it all the same. I know you by the knock on the door. I know you by the footsteps on the floor. And in a way, like, that's interesting as well. Oh, that's given me like two thoughts here. Number one, knowing by the knock on the door, knowing by the footsteps on the floor is something that may be like a child of, you know, abuse or whatever, would be able to recognize quite well, because you got to really recognize those footsteps and those knocks, because if that's your dad or like the horrible, you know, the aggressor coming, you got to brace yourself. So you learn to understand what those knocks and footsteps sound like. But I also imagine it like the friend coming over to someone else's house, like, and the knock on a door, like friends knowing each other's knock on a door and it being like, you don't have to call my name, you don't have to shout for me, just knock on a door, I'll know it's you. Your footsteps on the floor, I'll know it's you, and I'm here for you right away. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I don't know, actually, but I do remember in my life, in my personal life, like, my cousin's mum was just like awful, just terrible person. And sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night, even when I'm like 15, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and like, I wouldn't know why. And then like within like minutes, I'd get a phone call from my cousin saying, can I come over? And I just know what's happened. And I was like, of course, I literally just woke up. I woke up knowing that they were going to call. And there's been other times too where like my cousin has rang me saying, I don't know why, but I just felt like I had to call you. And I was like, actually, yeah, I was in a bad situation, so thank you, you know? It's like that in-tuneness that you have with someone that is going through something as well, or like, or especially if you both are going through something, you have this sort of in-tuneness because you're so close from like the trauma you've gone through. Even if it's different trauma, it's just, I don't know, there is a closeness. Trauma bonding, right? I guess. But I think more so it's like how like the knock on a door from like the aggressor, if you know what I mean. But it says you're not scared of the knock on the door, or maybe you are. You're not scared of no knock on a door, or maybe you are, maybe you are, maybe you are. It's maybe saying like, you know, nowadays you're not scared because that Satan is in state pen. So, you know, you're not scared anymore. But maybe you are, because like you're not saying you're scared, or you're not acting like you're scared, but deep down you probably are, because that trauma stays with you. Sort of thing like that, yeah? It's Willoughby's dad. Right, okay, brilliant. Ooh, and knocking on heaven's door was really interesting to think about too. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, I don't know why it made me think of the other side. Like, I definitely thought it was like imagining like Willoughby's dad knocking on a door. Like, I definitely did, but I don't know why. It made me think of, I don't know, why did it make me think of that sort of like connection you get with someone you care about who you know is going through a bad time, and you pick up on their things just as much. I don't know, there's a real close bond anyway. I don't know, that's a very confusing, random, deep thought that I can't even articulate properly. But yes, okay, sad. And yeah, kind of makes sense with having like the childlike vocal, right? Because it felt like a very vulnerable moment, and yeah, they're just kids. They're just kids. Also, I think it shows Ethel's and Willoughby's differing perspectives on death. Okay, Willoughby isn't scared of it because he's angry from his trauma. Ethel is scared because of it because she's lost so many people already. Oh yes, knocking on heaven's door. You're not scared of a knock on the door, or maybe you are. Yeah, she's like, yeah, but you're not scared of that knock on the door, like knocking on death's door, knocking on heaven's door. But then she's like, but maybe you are. Maybe you are. Like me, you're just like me really, and you are, but you don't show it. Yeah, and she's already lost so many people, so she is scared of it. Interesting. Maybe a strange question, but for any of you that has lost anyone in your life or a few people, did that for you make you feel more afraid of death, or has it made you feel less afraid of death? Because in my opinion, I think it's made me less afraid of death. But then if I think too deeply about it, it's also made me more afraid of death. But mainly it's made me less afraid of death, for sure. Yeah. Sorry, very morbid question. Yeah, I always thought it's death knocking on the door, which does make so much sense as well, obviously. Interesting. I suppose as well, like, if it's Willoughby's dad knocking on the door, that is like death itself though, because how would Willoughby know that he wasn't going to die that time his dad came in the door? You know what I mean? What if that's the time that his dad actually kills him? That's like sort of intertwining both of those things there as well. Ooh, quite a lot of deepness to that song, even though you wouldn't really suspect it immediately. Yeah, okay. Should we move on? Oh, just quickly before we move on, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think my little moment, like not feeling well, has slightly passed. I don't want to speak too soon because it can come back at any moment, but yeah, I started to feel really, really bad. Like my head started to like tingle, like everything started to go like kick off. But now I feel like I've got like a bit more freshness in my head again. Freshness. Okay, anyway, enough of that. I don't want to talk about it because what is even the point of jinxing it? Okay, radio towers. Another instrumental, actually. Fun fact, Radio Towers was inspired by safe room music and Resident Evil games. Zombie horror, so niche. Oh my god, I forgot about Radio Towers. I think it's my fave on instrumental. Okay, wait. Oh, do you know what? I've seen people play Resident Evil, but I've never played Resident Evil. I really want to play like a horror game like that. It does seem really fun. I really want to play like the Silent Hill games, but I don't know where to start or what to do, and I don't have a PlayStation. Actually, I do have a PlayStation 2. Oh, and you just said Silent Hill. How funny. And what's even crazier is I watched Silent Hill 2 nights ago. I've seen it before, but I hadn't seen it in ages, so I watched the movie. I know! Crazy! I think they're coming out with a new Silent Hill film. I love like basing the sound on that though, like the Resident Evil thing. Well, video games are really impactful, like certain ones, especially like the cult classics. I literally, one of my first ever produced songs was inspired by the songs on The Sims Herbs in the City on PS2. Good old Pyramid Head. I like the nurses. I always found them like really intriguing. I wonder why this is in it. Is it meant to even is this like interlude also another sort of time passing feeling as well in context of the album? Yes, I did think that was a hospital beep as well. And it's funny because in other reactions to other albums, sometimes even hearing like a beeping sound, I'll say it reminds me of a heart monitor, but this one fully reminds me of that. It sounds just like it. It's interesting as well being radio towers. It when talking about how different Ethel and Willoughby are to each other as well, it's it reminds me of getting signals mixed up or wires crossed, not being completely on the same page, sort of communication issues. Wait, why does that sound like the flies from that buzzing sort of sounded like the flies in some Bleach Flies and House in Nebraska? But it was very subtle. I could just be hearing things. That would be interesting though, wouldn't it? Ooh, this little shift. Oh, okay. I wasn't hearing things. Well, I was hearing things, but I wasn't imagining things. Brilliant. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep it going. Tempest. I'm so glad that I listened to Preacher's Daughter earlier as well, just to really refresh my memory. Okay, I'm excited. I can't believe we're near the end, to be fair. Okay, so this song is from Willoughby's perspective. Thank you so much for telling me that. Super helpful, honestly. Wait, this is it. Wait, a 10-minute song? Oh, okay.
I don't care. Do you sweet?
Okay.
From your neck.
Wow, okay, the last two are 10 and 15 minutes. Okay, sick. This is this is gonna be I don't know the word. I can't think. That's crazy, the callback. Wait, this actually, the drums are so much like the Family Tree intro. You can even sing the melody. Yeah, it's definitely got some like slow core, you know, sounds to it. It is very atmospheric, floaty, ethereal in a way. It's so sad. Ooh, that vocal underneath. The different textures of the vocals. I felt that coming. I felt that. I felt it was going to really... I knew it. I just really felt like it was going to... You know what I mean? Damn. I swear the vocals are going to sound good in post. They'll sound fine then with a bit of reverb, volumes worked out. But, I couldn't not sing along. I couldn't not. I mean, come on. Oh my Lord, that was just absolutely fantastic. It felt like, that actually felt like listening to Family Tree, the intro again. Like, I actually felt like listening to that one again and then listening to Family Tree again as well. It felt like, and it also felt like listening to Ptolemaea again in a way as well. You know what I mean? It had, it just, that feeling, you know, the only thing I will say is the song was a little bit short. I could have done with a bit more forevers, maybe some more forevers forever. I think the song should have been forever. Okay? That's my only qualm with the song, is that it didn't go on forever. Oh my lordy lord. All right, we're going to have to look at the lyrics, but wow, the guitars, the way they were just, rippling is a funny word, but they were kind of like rippling. Rippling. Let me hear them again. Oh god, okay, I nearly got too into it then and listened to it forever. But so good. So good. This is from the perspective of Willoughby Tucker. Can you hear them? The trains. Ooh. Pick your flowers, you're too late. Oh, that sounds interesting. Wait, does Ethel Cain actually talk about this one in a video as well, or no? I don't know. It just she spoke about it through Genius. She has verified the annotations, if you know what I mean. Willoughby's greatest fear is the weather, something Ethel failed to truly understand through her toughened projections of who she thought or needed him to be. This is the only song on the record written from Willoughby's perspective. Okay. In tornado-prone regions like the rural south, where Cain's fictional universe and her personal background intersect, the sound of a tornado barreling through the flat land is often likened to a freight train, loud, relentless, and fast approaching. Ooh, interesting that I said the guitars felt like they were rippling, even though I know that wouldn't have even been the bit that was the most like weather-like sound, but still, so that's sort of like yeah, okay. Opening Tempest with this line, Cain chronicles the beginning of the night Ethel abandoned her lover, Willoughby Tucker, during the storm, leaving Willoughby to fend for himself during his greatest fear, the weather. Damn, Ethel. Dude. Right, I'm not going to read too many of the annotations because, again, I'm going to look into those things later on. Pick your flowers, you're too late. I thought that was interesting because it felt like saying pick your flowers because someone's died, you're too late to like to them saving them, or too late to too late to saving them. Like, so now you're picking flowers for a funeral. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll hurt myself if I want. I don't care. Do you swing from your neck with the hope someone cares? Of course, a callback to Family Tree. I'll hurt myself if I want to. I don't care. It's like, I don't care. He doesn't care. He's so like we know already, he's consumed by death, and he's a tough guy, you know. He doesn't care, but he acts very like nonchalant and like like whatever. And then obviously Ethel, you can imagine her being very protective over him, like don't do this, don't do that, no, don't hurt yourself, like don't, being very like that. And he's like, get off, like I can do what I want. I'll do what I want. And then says Willoughby taunts Ethel with the same sentiment echoed on Family Tree intro, asking if she wears the curse of her lineage so openly in a bid for sympathy or rescue. I do find that super interesting, using sort of like her victimhood and lineage as like, that is interesting for a personal reason, but that I won't go into, but it's very prevalent in like, not my life, but like people I know's life. I don't know how to explain it, but it was interesting. This is a line that's standing out to me right now in my current life. Anyway, please just go easy on me. I am young and naive. I don't know what I need. I can lead you to bed, but I can't make you sleep. I've heard it before from someone who leaves. Yeah, so he's like, go easy on me, but then he's like, I can lead you to bed, but I can't make you sleep. I've heard it before. Oh, I don't know. The kind of cruel judgment you can only yell at someone you love in a fight because you know them intimately and know exactly how best to maim. Okay, I don't want to go into it. I don't want to go into it. I still dream of violence, angry at the waiting game, chain link on your lungs, and sulfuric acid in my brain. Don't ask me why I hate myself as I'm circling the drain. Yeah, don't ask me why I hate myself as I'm circling the drain. Because death, it takes too long, and I can't wait. Oh, yeah, literally just consumed by death. And yeah, it's interesting. Waiting for my own. Yeah, waiting for his own death, I imagine. Just waiting for his own death. I don't know. Yeah, he's waiting for his own because of the tornado, of course. Yes. He's probably feeling very angry in that moment, thinking, Ethel was always so worried about me hurting myself and, me being the cause of my own death. But now she doesn't realise she's left me in a situation where a freaking tornado could be my death. And she didn't think about that. And then how awful that will feel if he did die in a tornado, and she's going to feel like, what the hell, you really can't have so much anxiety about things not have like a specific anxiety when actually anything could happen. Always on my own, you come around here just to watch me writhe. Always on my own, and am I what you think about all late at night? Someone take me home. You can try and stop me, hold me. I want to go home. Do all the things that you do. Take me out the dark, but it's no good. I'm going to regret this. Damn, okay. Right. This is hard. So it's like always on my own, sad, and then you come around here just to watch me writhe. Always on my own. Am I what you think about all at late at night? Someone take me home. You can try and stop me, hold me. I want to go home. It feels like vulnerable, and then like angry, vulnerable, angry. You know. And then forever, forever, like over and over again, forever, obviously. As Willoughby leaves, he tells Ethel that she shouldn't blame herself for his leaving, stating that nothing she could have done would have stopped this. Of course, Ethel still blames herself. These lines also echo Ethel's account of their separation. Found in dog. Okay, every night I'm crying. Okay. Well, I don't know if that really describes forever, the word. Okay, forever is what Ethel has always wished for in marriage and a person to spend the rest of eternity with. By this track, it is now ruined by a cycle of attachment and loneliness, like the grand swells of a tornado. The titular Tempest is somewhat of a manifestation of Ethel's obsession, frenzied and out of control, leading to unbridled devastation on this fateful night. Okay. Ethel is stuck on forever from being consistently tormented with the sins of her fathers to an insatiable craving for someone to know what she's feeling inside. Oof. She quickly latches herself onto people that share a modicum of what she's experiencing as a way to both live together in the same existence, but also as a way to feel integrated in someone's life to escape her own. And this is seen through her relation with Janie and to her and Willoughby, extended by their inevitable departures from her. Ethel's fixation is sung about posthumously in Reflection in track 12 of Preacher's Daughter, Sun-Bleached Flies. I can't let go of what's already been broken. And it is this fixation that is ultimately Ethel's unravelling. She goes on to chase the high of that love that will never be. And in death she mourns the loss of her own true love that she regrets ever letting go. Willoughby Tucker. Oh my god. That's extreme, isn't it? That's actually so extreme. Oh. Okay, so the Ethel's one, because they feature a fragment from some upcoming book. Okay. Willoughby's mother is the person he's referring to when it says head up before from someone who leaves. Oh, okay, so he's referring to his mother. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Okay, this is so deep. Damn. Damn. Okay, let me click all the yellow ones quickly. Obviously, I did the first one. Greatest fear is the weather. So, family tree intro. Yeah. I can't lead you to bed. Ethel desperately tries to do for Willoughby what she thinks he needs, but she can't truly help him, as she's never truly looked at him for what he truly is or what he actually needs. Yeah, he sees this surface level attempt as echoing the sentiments of his mother, someone who left him and his father years before. Wow, so really, she has never really looked at him for what he actually needs or who he actually is. She's like placed her own anxieties on him and made it about herself in a way, and also she's got her own stuff to deal with, like her using her emotions and like lineage, like we were saying earlier, as like grabs her attention. Very self-centered, actually. She's in her care for him, she is self-centered. Okay. Oh yeah, those were all the yellow bits. Alright, interesting. Ooh. God, there's so much more that I'm probably not even going to find out properly until like quite a lot of like reading and listened, you know? Hopefully some of what I've said makes a lot of sense. Hopefully some of what I've said makes some sense. Not a lot of sense, damn. Willoughby, if we are thinking of it as the guy from House in Nebraska, like, he goes off to war in the end, right? I'm pretty sure he leaves and goes, or maybe he doesn't leave. No! Why do I always think he goes to war? I know he leaves, though. But it feels like in this, it's saying she left him. But really, I think what I'm missing is she left him during a storm, which is his biggest fear, and then he officially actually leaves the relationship because of that. Feeling like, wow, you've never actually really known me, because if you did, you'd know that I'm scared of a storm. Wow, it's so deep. Okay, good. Oh, so glad that I'm like, I am there, you know? Okay. Oh, listening to Ethel Cain's SoundCloud demos if you're interested in this album. Oh gosh, yeah, that sounds really cool. I'd love to listen to demos. I can't even imagine, like, are they quite different then? Well, obviously if it's a demo, it's going to be different, but you know. So I think some people take it as he died in the Tempest, but in my opinion, it's so much more poignant if he's alive in the end. Yes, I definitely don't see him as dead. I don't. So if we don't know for sure if he died in a tornado or left Ethel forever without a goodbye right after it, I'm pretty sure we all got all the demos for this album too. The Tempest demos are way different. At least the ones I've heard. Okay. Oh yeah, so everyone's got a different one. Yeah, no, I actually don't think he's dead. It sounds like he's angry and he's like, fuck you. I don't see him as dead whatsoever. I also feel like it makes more sense that he isn't dead, because that's actually somewhat, no, okay, someone dying will always be more painful than anything, okay? But when we think of Preacher's Daughter and the way Ethel dies and the journey she goes on, it's way more upsetting to think that this person is alive and has left her, right? And then she's going throughout her life still sort of like with that in the back of her mind, knowing that person's still out there. And then in her dying moments, remembering Willoughby and being like, oh my gosh, if only I like stayed with him or like listened or cared, like thought about him, you know, if only that worked out how different things could be. And even wondering like, where is he now? Is he okay? I'm the one here dying. I wonder, you know, I feel like it's more poignant to think of him as alive, because I just think so. I think so, because if he's dead, it's like she will feel like, oh, at least I can be with him now. When she dies, like, at least I can be with him now. At least he never has to know about, or at least he never has to like find out about me like this, you know, in the news. If he's still alive, he'll probably find out about her death, and it's like shocking more than like if they're both dead. Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, right, should we do this? Let's listen to it. Waco, Texas. It's the last one. Okay, last one. It's 15 minutes. Oh wait, sorry. Can you read the I'm gonna regret this fragment? Yes. Wait, is this on here? Oh, here. I'm gonna regret this. Okay. A nod to a page from. I never can say the name. Okay, a nod to Anadonia's first novel, Diary of a Preacher's Daughter, where she shared the 106th page of the book as part of her merchandise drop. Okay. Ethel reflects on this same moment in the book, writing, should I just read the page itself? I don't know if I can zoom in though. Oh. Yeah, okay. The tornado that swept through Shady Grove, Alabama on the evening of April 21st, 1990 would be immortalized in the town's history alongside the 3 bodies it left in its wake. Okay. Millicent Drescher, mother of 3 and grandmother of 16, was found in the wall between her living room and guest room, impaled by a maple limb. When first responders entered the home the next morning, a tuft of foliage crowning the roof like a garnish, they were comforted by the sound of a male voice as they crept in through the side door. Upon discovering Billy Graham's effigy on the television as they rounded the corner into the living room, preaching to no one but Mrs. Drescher's skewered body opposite him, that comfort quickly waned. The second body discovered belonged to that of Mr. Arnold Layton, inside the feed store he owned on the east side of town. The building was old, a little too old, and the ceiling had caved in at the wind's slightest provocation, crushing him instantly. His dog survived somehow, though, and stuck around to let the next person he saw know what had happened, through a frenzied series of yaps and howls. The paper made a big deal about the heroic mutt, but less so about the trip to the pound in the following weeks, when there was no one to claim him. Mr. Layton lived alone, as he liked it, and he died just the same, which he would tell anyone who asked that's how he wanted to go. The third body was John Doe. Oh no, okay. Found flung out into a field somewhere in the Springs with his face smashed in. He was a drifter, most likely, or at least that's what everyone prayed for at night as they bit their lips and knelt before the foot of their beds. It's just easier to lose a stranger. As for me personally, I lost Willoughby that night, the only thing I've ever truly loved in this wretched life, and I left him curled between the couch and the coffee table when it all got too loud. Be mean, is what he'd tell me every time I'd start my shaking. What he didn't tell me is that you can be mean and still be a coward. Some things you have to learn on your own. Okay, but that still doesn't tell us that Willoughby is the one that died. You know, John Doe doesn't have to be Willie. John Doe doesn't have to be Willie. Willoughby, because she says, as for me personally, I lost Willoughby that night. Even though they said it's easy to lose a stranger for some people, but it's a stranger to them, that still could be a stranger to everyone. Willoughby, you know, might have still been like she lost him because she lost him to her bad decisions, not but to death. Ooh, it does make it hard, you know. It makes it hard to know though, right? God, that's hard. That's hard to know. Like, oh, what do you guys think? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, so you think she doesn't know if he died or left her. That makes it even more interesting. She doesn't even know. But he could have just ran away in the night. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my God. It's so interesting. Okay. Before we start, I'm going to quickly order some food. And then it's the last song. It's 15 minutes long, so we're going to have a great old time listening to that. This is so interesting and juicy. But also sad. Like really sad. Waco, Texas. Let's go.
My honey's heart is blue, and a second
is deep. Gosh, those lyrics. Quachu, that's so funny. It's like she's coming to a realization, like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Nebraska dreaming.
But I still believe it. Nebraska dreaming.
Oh my God.
'Cause I'd rather die than be anything but your girl. But somehow I knew I would. Will it be like this forever, 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 forever? Audit and fix you if I could. Will it feel like this forever, forever?
The repetition of forever. You know, like the Tempest.
And darling, time.
Wow.
And
Wow. It's like she's grown and realised and reflected. How sad. Imagining this sort of like, I don't know, transitioning into Preacher's daughter is actually extremely devastating, because as sad as this is, like this album, it's still just normal life. Even though it's still tragic. But you know, she's heartbroken and she's reflecting on the things she could have done. Which is kind of normal. And she could have had plenty more of these normal experiences. But instead her fate was much worse. I can imagine doing this one live, you know, night after night would just be impossible, but of course it would be an incredible performance, and yeah, a very emotional one. But wow, how beautiful to like actually see her grow. Yes, House in Nebraska starts with the same notes the song ends on, except octaves lower in her mind. Except octaves lower, her mind. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I still call. Wait, I can't remember how that one starts. I literally listened to it earlier, but you know me. Dum. A dirty mattress on a hurricane floor. Oh no, wrong song. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Stop it. Look, and then it says about, you know, he came up to her singing when they met. Oh, dude, that's too sad. Then a day came and you were up and gone. Oh my god. Oh no, it's so sad. Oh no. Okay, right. I'm gonna say it, guys, and we gotta hold on. But I'm gonna be reading through the lyrics of Waco, Texas. I think it's gonna be hard to do, but I'm gonna do it. What are you two doing, cheeky boys? Playtime. Okay. 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 My honey's heart is blue and a second offbeat, always tugging at me like he's running out of daylight. Yeah, my baby acts cool, but they all know something ain't right, ain't right. Only acting this cool when he's walking with me, 1998 forever and a day. I keep the pictures hanging where the world can see 'em. I hope we die today. Save me from another late night I hope we die today. Is she on about like them two breaking up? What are you doing? I don't know. Save me from another late night of red eyes, but then the morning comes, you were there looking for me, but I was gone, turned my back for a moment, and you had fallen apart. Oh, wait, thank you. Wait, sorry guys, to take you out of the sad moment, but look what's happening over here. Right, I need to move out the way. I don't know how. Okay, there's a cat in a bag. Hey Cleo, what are you doing in there? Wait, oh my god, hang on. Oops. Hey Cleo. Just happily in there. You good? Oh Cleo, are you stuck in there? You look a bit, I don't know if I like this. Okay. Help you. Hello. Okay. Out you go. That's better. Oh my gosh. So silly. Cats just love getting in anything, don't they? Okay, sorry. Let's carry on. Right. Yeah, save me for a lover. Oh, okay. So it says the red. I think in editing, I feel like this video might take a while to actually get out, like fully edit and get out, to be fair, because I'm not going to just upload this as like a long. Well, I might on Patreon like upload this as just like the uncut live stream, but on YouTube it might take a little moment just to really edit down, just to like add these like, I don't know, maybe it won't take long, but either way, there's so much stuff that I have to get through. If I even need, I don't know, maybe I don't even need to add that much more info though, you know? Maybe that's just overkill and like the info I've got in the reactions enough. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, the red eyes are clearly evocative of crying, as well as Willoughby's drug use mentioned throughout the album. Yes, definitely. And I also think like I was gone, turn my back for a moment and you'd fallen apart. That makes me think of like Willoughby being left, you know, in the storm. They've been promising the lights as we beg for our lives, selling pages of the times we've been waiting on. Now the wait's too much, and I can't hold you anymore. How much of a cruel year can you call my fault? Oh, that's sad. Yeah. So wait, this doesn't come from the perspective of Willoughby, though, this song, does it? Or does it comes from Ethel's perspective, surely? Because I thought the other one was the only one that comes from Willoughby's perspective. All right, I'm going to keep reading. Not even the memories are immortal. I love that line in general. Not even the memories are immortal, because like memories aren't immortal, and especially when you've lost someone or something or whatever. Like I don't know. You do lose memories, and it's sad. Terrified on the side of a conversation we'll never come back from. I'll never live it down if I never get round to it. Because God damn it, I did it to myself in hindsight. I liked him because his rule was do whatever you like, and I tried all right. Now I'll wear these scars for life. Yeah, this bit. Oh yeah, this bit is what got me as well. Because like his rule was do whatever you like, and then she tried to do that. And her doing whatever she likes was like leaving him in the moment, or even like just being herself, you know, just do what you like. But her doing what she likes wasn't always a good thing, and now she wears those scars for life because that's inevitably what pushed him away. I loved you when it hurt inside too, but in the low light you'd know I'd do anything for you. Interesting. Okay, yeah, only Tempest is from Willoughby's. I thought so, yeah, because she did say that. Okay. You know I'd do anything for you. You know it's true because I've said it to you. Held in my arms, I swore I'd be good to you, then sat and watched as you walked away from me. Oh, you know, like saying I swore I'd be good to you. I swore that everything would be wonderful, but then I literally watched you walk away from me. So obviously I lied. And even more interesting, she says, you know I'd do anything for you. You know it's true because I said it to you. But then she's also saying, held in my arms, I swore I'd be good to you, then sat and watched as you walked away from me. So actually, does this person know it's true because they've said it to them? Like, does he know it's true because she said it to him? You know, none of that was sure. You know, none of that was for sure. It was all just like she thought that he trusted her, and yeah, and maybe he thought he could trust her, but then she betrayed him. Yeah, you've changed, but did I ever know you? This is a bit that really got me too, because it's like she really started to reflect here. and clock on as well to it all. Yeah, you've changed, but did I ever really know you, or did I hold you facing away from me? The air in your room never moves. Live and die by the TV no one's watching. Wow, okay. Ethel acknowledges that her partner is no longer the same, but what's more devastating is the realization that she may have never truly known him to begin with. It's about the illusion of intimacy. The foundation of the relationship felt like it was built on something imagined or misunderstood. Ethel clung to the idea of Willoughby rather than who he truly is, leaving her at the end of the question if their entire connection was built. She built her world around was nothing but hollow. I mean, of course, that makes sense, but I still also feel like it's a reflection because he said in his song, you know, you don't even really know me. Like, you don't really know me. And I feel like this is her thinking, wait, I don't think I ever really knew you. It's like her realising it. That's how I'm seeing it. Yeah, or did I hold you facing away from me? Of course. Like, I can't remember who mentioned it, but said about the album cover being him facing away from her, which is so sad. And also just that line in general, like, I actually held you without being able to see you properly. I couldn't ever see you properly. And it's like physical and metaphorical. The air in your room never moves. Yeah, watch. Do you hate me? When this is over, maybe then we'll get some sleep. I've been picking names for our children. You've been wondering how you're going to feed them. So she was based in fantasy. He was based in reality. Love is not enough in this world. And that's her coming to the realization that, oh my God, I was just building life of a fantasy. But love isn't enough in this world. But I still believe in Nebraska dreaming. Of course, a reference to California dreaming. All the leaves are brown, all the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey. Oh, I got down on my knees. Wait. All the leaves are brown, all the leaves are brown, the sky is grey. Okay, yeah, I was just trying to see if any of the more of the lyrics of that song can, like, yeah, go to this. But either way, California dreaming in general is like this very, like, beautiful California dreaming, like very wonderful sort of California in its I don't know, it's just warm and lovely. And Nebraska dreaming being like, well, Nebraska's my California dreaming. Nebraska is my, yeah, it's just a good reference. It's just a good reference, okay? Because I'd rather die than be anything but your girl. Yes, understandable. And also, it's so funny because she was also always seemed scared of death. So her now saying I'd rather die than be anything but your girl is like she'd rather die. Like literally her biggest fear. I never meant to hurt you, but somehow I knew I would. But will it be like this forever, forever, forever? Again, a call back to Tempest, I think. I'd reach into your body and fix you if I could. Yeah. Are you angry? Do you hate me? And darling, time may forgive me, but I won't. You know, like maybe over time I won't think about it as much, and time, you know, you or anyone might not be so upset with me, but I will always be this upset with myself for letting you go. You know I'd do anything for you. You know it's true because I said it to you. Held in my arms, I swore I'd be good to you. Then sat and watched as you walked away from me, yeah. So I bled till I cried, till I felt I might die. To be known, I wonder what that means. Like, I bled till I cried. Like, did she, like, hurt herself? Sorry, is it like a self-harm situation? Because of the leaving of him? I'm not sure. To be known the way you should is to put yourself through hell. Wow, okay. To be known the way you should is to put yourself through hell. I wonder what she means by that, actually. To be thoroughly loved and known, Ethel believes it's to endure the ups and downs of a relationship. Okay, sure, yeah, I get that. Still, I waited and tried till it killed me. Because you're right. I can wait if I want, but it'll never be good enough like I want to believe it is. So, yeah, nothing's ever going to be as good as her fantasies, in a way. But still, Ethel realises that her idea of love is very naive. She can't live in her searching for a perfect lover because he doesn't exist. Exactly. It is you, it says at the end, apparently. I interpreted this as Ethel remembering her memories she made with Willoughby and cherishing it all the way to the outro, which is the part I love because of the piano, someone said. Oh, damn, that's so sad. Okay, she needed him to be strong for them both. So, like, perfectly put there. For them both, so he felt unseen, and when she saw him falling apart during the tornado, she preferred to leave him than face that vulnerability. Is what I get from the album. Yeah, I really, really see what you're saying there. I think she means that to truly know him, she'd have to experience hell, because she now recognises that he was struggling all throughout their relationship. I like that a lot too. Yeah, I like that a lot. Not just like the ups and downs and stuff. Yeah, I like that, because she just didn't see him. She didn't see his pain. She saw him as a pillar. Oh my gosh, it like really touches on like so many feelings that I understand so deeply. I've always thought of myself as a bit of like the Willoughby type, and that has been relied upon very much so. And yeah, but I've always had my things going on. I think only now, it took time, but I know it sounds really weird, but becoming like way more disabled, it's like flip the script for me in my life now. People see me as vulnerable, even though still strong, and they still come to me for things. But it's different now. It just is. Yes, it's very real. Yes. Oh my God, I said it felt like there was something dangerous. And I said, dangerous? And I said, what did I say? I said, well, I remember what I feel, and it was like dangerous, a little bit like devastating, like intense, but also like sturdy, strong, a foundation. Oh my God, well done for picking that one up, for remembering that. Oh my gosh, so true. And it's really what it felt like. Wow. Damn, but also he wasn't, though. He was actually suffering. God, I hope he's okay. I wonder where Willoughby is now. If he's alive, where is he, because I know Ethel died, but Willoughby... How old was Ethel when she died? That fateful, horrible night when she died. How old was she again? I can't remember. Because throughout all of this, they're quite young, aren't they? So I'm wondering now. Yeah, I'm just wondering. If he is alive, where would he be? And is there going to be more to Willoughby's story? Think of like Preacher's Daughter and how Ethel's story was told. Wouldn't it be? I know we really always hear from Ethel's sort of like point of view, but wouldn't it be interesting to hear from Willoughby's story, where he went and what he got up to during the Preacher's Daughter years? If he was alive, though, of course, if he is alive. 21? God damn it. That's so young. Imagine going through like this deep, profound relationship so young. But actually, you can have deep and profound relationships very young, but you can't always explain them to this degree, at a very young age. It would take reflection to be able to explain it, you'd have to be a bit older. Okay, wow. That's crazy to think about. But yeah, I do you know what I mean by, like, at the end I was saying, like, this album is sad, and like say he didn't die and he left, and she knows he left, right? And there's no death, right? This album would be sad. Like, no, this album is very sad. But it's semi-normal, because to go through like horrible breakups and not understand where your partner's coming from or who they really are, and then realizing you're someone that clings onto things. You both sort of like trauma bonded too. Like you both literally trauma bonded, all these things. It's like quite normal when you've had trauma, right? And like trauma's not like a normal life thing, but like it kind of is. It kind of is. A lot of people have gone through trauma in their lives. But of course, maybe not everyone's gone through like repetitive trauma or like anything too crazy in their childhoods. But I feel like they trauma bonded, they fell in love. It was like an attachment, like sort of anxious attachment, all these different things. And then like you get left, and it's really sad and heartbreaking and painful, but you reflect and you realise and you grow. Like she realises, oh my gosh, maybe her idea of love is a fantasy. And when you think of Thoroughfare, she even says, love never really meant that much to me. Didn't she say that? But it's almost like her acting tough when actually love has always meant a lot to her. But she's in a place now where she's like, I can't be in love because I always fantasize about it. I turn it into a fantasy too much. I can't remember if it was her that said that or Isaiah. I can't remember. But either way, you know, it's kind of normal stuff. But then Preacher's Daughter is like actually like where it gets extremely devastating. And it's so weird to think that like the turning points in life, like how she could have gone on from this and had a healthier life, but instead she went on from it, and like her next situation that happened made it in like took this path into like a not so good life, you know. But from this moment, it could have been normal. It still could have been normal even through all the pain, you know. She could have grown. I don't know. Also, the name Waco, Texas comes from a real siege that happened to a religious commune in 1993. I think it's a metaphor for believing in something so strong that it ends up being your downfall. Okay, super interesting. Wow, that's crazy. I'm 10 years older than Ethel Cain. That's crazy. 10 years. But yeah, okay, that is the end though, guys. Wow. I've been here for 3.5 hours, which is crazy. That was incredible. Super emotional. I need to process. I need to process. We've just gone on like an insane journey through like I'm still wanting to talk deeply about every little like nuance of their personalities and the stories and so on like that. You know what I mean? I still want to keep going, but I'm like, no, I need to stop. But it's just so interesting to think from the start to now, and like, I don't know, it's very deep. Very, very thoughtful. It's amazing. Yeah, definitely. And right, okay, sorry, I'm like in thoughtfulness now. I can't stop thinking about it all and what we, you know, when you watch like a really good movie and like you can't stop thinking about it afterwards, like little bits that keeps flashing in your mind, like little bits. This is what this feels like. It feels like I'm like little bits are flashing in my head, like I'm going back on the story and I'm processing it more and more. That's what I just, yeah. I won't stop thinking about it for a long time. Okay, yeah. Wow. Right, where do you think, oh, great question. Where do I think this album ranks in her discography so far? Fuck. It's gotta be, I think it's gotta be, oh, I don't know. Wait. Oh my god, no. I need time. Because like right now I want to say number 2 after Preacher's Daughter, but it's like, I don't know, it's also feeling like number 1 at the moment, but maybe I'm just being too crazy because I've just listened to it and I'm just being blown away by it. Okay, so it's number 1 in the discography for you, and I'm like, I that's what I'm trying to say, like I completely get that, but I also don't want to be making big claims like that, you know, when I need time. But I don't know, I really feel like it is, like when I'm thinking of it track by track, It really is that good. The storytelling is like freaking brilliant. No. I'm glad you asked though. I'm so glad you asked. I'm still trying. Oh, no, God, I can't stop thinking about it, guys. I'm like deep in thought about it. I need to stop. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That could be true too. Yeah, that's it. Because when things are newer, sometimes you think that's the best one. Thank you so much for watching. That was so crazy. As you know, I am exhausted now, so hungry, but also I cannot stop thinking about every song. Yeah, that was so amazing. Please do become a Patreon if you can. Follow me on Twitch. All those, all the things. I'm exhausted. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Yes. And I shall see you next time. Bye.